Hey guys, TotalLegion, and welcome back to another Thrones of Britannia Online Battle. Today I'll be playing as Scotland, and my opponent will be playing as West Seaxe, and this is the Battle of Loindis. Loindis? I don't know how to pronounce that, but that's the battle. So let's go ahead and jump straight into this battle replay. It's a pretty interesting map. We'll just go and pause this because action is about to start. So if we look, my opponent actually starts up on this kind of hilled area. Thankfully, he did come down and he didn't decide to camp, because that was my worry when I first saw the map. I was kind of worried that he'd go up here, and then I would have to fight uphill. But luckily, he was quite sportsmanlike and decided to come down off the hill. So let's go take a look at our army setups before we get into this battle. If we take a look at my cavalry units first, I brought along some Royal Horsemen. Look at these guys. These guys look so cool. Scotland's cav, like I said in the previous video, really good. Then we have my Royal Followers, which is my general unit. And then we have two more Royal Horsemen. Sorry, one Royal Horseman and an Alban Horseman. Yes, so let's go take a look at what I have brought along in terms of infantry. I have 4 of these Alban Spearmen. And like I said in the last video, again, I don't really like spearmen, but this time I brought quite a few, just because I wanted to bog down my opponent's army while I sent axemen in to finish them off. So yeah, here's the other unit, and I think we got 2 in the middle, maybe? Yeah, 1, 2, there we go. And then I have, on this right flank, I have 2 Alban axemen, and I think that's also mirrored over here. Yep, it is. And then at the front here, I have some Black Blades. These guys are really cool. I think I have 2 of those and then 2 Alban Warriors. And then I have 3 Highland Levy Archers. And that is it for my army. Let's go take a look at my opponent. I'll put it in slow motion. So my opponent has brought along, it looks like 1 Levy Spearman. That's 1 maybe? Has he just brought along 1? No, he's brought 2. He's got 2 there. 2 Levy Spearmen, it seems like. And then he has... Oh god, they're all crossing over. This is going to be difficult. He has 2 Levy Skirmishers from what I can see there. And 3 Archers, I think. No, 4 Archers. Some Fagan Spearmen. Some more Fagan Spearmen. Some more Fagan Spearmen. Wow, a lot of spears. Some more Fagan Spearmen. Some more Fagan Spearmen. Oh my goodness. Some Militia Spearmen. Let's see, Royal Huskars, Royal Fagans, that's it. I think that's it. Stop while you're ahead. Alright. And then he has 2 Scout Horsemen, I think. Yep, 2 Scout Horsemen. And that concludes his setup. So let's go ahead, put this into full battle mode, and dive straight in to this Thrones of Britannia Online Battle. So I'm just going to rush my army forward. Again, I don't have that much horsemen in this one. This isn't exactly a rush build, but I am going to be initiating in this battle. So let's see what happens here in this one. So as you can see, I have put my cav on the right flank, and that's where the most pressure is going to be. I always like to have pressure on one flank. When I'm fighting my battles, I always like to have one flank to overwhelm the enemy. Again, my left flank is the weaker flank this time. As you can see, most of my forces are over here, including my cavalry units, and you'll see in a minute I will send more cav round onto this right flank to meet his cav. So, it looks like we have already engaged with our archers. My archers are a little bit, I don't think they're better, but for some reason, where are his archers? They're at the back here, yeah, no. So my archers are just raining down into his cav, his scout horseman. Only managing to take out 2 though, which is a bit of a shame. And here comes the charge. So I'm sending forward my Alban Warriors with their square shields. Pretty cool shields. Let's go take a look along this line. Here we go. Charging in. And we got the archers from the opposing team starting to fire now. Here they are. And let's see what this charge looks like. And he has set up a shield wall with the spearmen, so I'm going to be stuck here a little bit, but it's I think it's Levy Spearmen versus Levy Spearmen. I actually send one of these units around the side, and I'll tell you why in a moment, but let's look at this charge. Look at that. Oh, so cool. There we go, and it's going all the way along there as well. So the reason I sent this unit around here instead of charging them in is because I wanted to get a flank on my opponent, and I actually sent in my axemen instead. And the reason, and then another reason, not just because of the flank, but these axemen will break through these spearmen quite easily. Okay, so I see he's left his cav over here, and I think he was quite a new player. So I decided to try and exploit that a little bit, and I caught him off guard by charging in my cav into his scout horseman. As you can see, he doesn't notice until the last second, and by then it's a bit too late. Again, I'm not sending my armies in on this right flank. I completely outnumber him on this right flank here. If you look, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units over here to his 2. So I can easily outflank, and I'm just trying to hold him there while my archers do more damage over on this left flank. And, well, pretty much I'm waiting until my cav can free up. Because this is actually a spear unit here. And again, spear units, they bog you down. They really, really do. So I wanted to try and free up that spear unit by putting my cav behind his enemy, behind my enemy, so he would actually turn around that unit. So again, if you look on this left flank, I've already pushed through some spearmen. These are quite weak units, so I didn't mind. I just wanted to get them in there because he was trying to send up more units to help out his right flank here. But as you see, they did break because they are only levy spearmen. And I've got another 2 levy spearmen here, which I think I send one round here actually at some point. But here comes my cav, and this is exactly what I wanted to happen. See, he's drawing away his levy spearmen, and that's going to allow me to push up. Look, see? Just simple like that. It's just a little tactic, and I get a nice little charge off onto my opponent's archers, making sure I keep some cav back just to deal with his cav that keeps going back. And look, his right flank is in complete disarray now. I can outflank him. I'm about to charge him in behind here, and I'm just sending 1 unit of levy spearmen around on this right flank. So already I've managed to win this right flank by just that little tactic, and his spearmen are still chasing my cav. And that's, again, causing him to pull more men back from that right flank of his, or my left flank, because he's trying to deal with my cav, because they're such a big threat in this game. If you get them behind, cav are a big issue. Even if you have spearmen, they will just keep harassing you. So we go, another charge coming in to these axemen here. And I am actually losing this left flank now on the far left flank. And so I do send 1 unit round to go and assist over there. And I just missed the cav charge there. I'll just charge them into some spearmen. If you do charge spearmen, you don't want to keep your cav in there for too long, because the spearmen will just slaughter you to absolute pieces if you're not careful. As you can see, look, those spearmen there have kind of caught up some of my cav. So let's see here, what's happening on this left flank. So yeah, here comes my levy spearmen round just to keep hold of this left flank. And I'm starting to break this unit of Fagan spearmen. And there they go. There goes the Fagan spearmen unit. This right flank is all but lost for my opponent. And here comes another cav charge. Just take a look at this. So here we go. Oh, maybe I chose not to go in. Well, I don't know. I don't know what I was doing there. Let's have a look. Here we go. Here comes the charge into the back of these guys. I keep getting stuck. What's happening? Come on, I want to see the charge. Here we go. Get in there, mate. Oh, wow, that was so anticlimactic. Oh, well. So, my middle here is starting to break, but again, I still have all these spare units, which I can just shove in. And my right flank has so many units, which I, again, just keep pushing them in. But I did lose that middle fight there against this unit here, which is a bit of a shame, but they are very, very tired now. And I can just start focusing my archers on them to maybe try and pick them off. And here comes a cool back charge from behind. Let's take a look at this. The shields come clashing in. Let's get a screenshot of that. Looks cool. There we go. Cool charge there. So my cav, again, at this point I don't really need my cav, so I'm just using them to lock down his archers and just keeping as many units off my guys as possible. My right flank is doing really, really well. Left flank, not so much, as you can see. We have lost quite a few units. See, right now my opponent, he should be using these 2 units he has here free. He should be trying to get round, or maybe even try and... Look, he should maybe be trying to attack these units here. Here we go, I'm sending in my Axe Warriors, a full unit of Axe Warriors. That's insane. Full unit. They haven't been touched. So 3 units on this right flank here, all above 100. And I'm just gonna line them up here, put my archers behind just to give my archers a bit of cover. Because at this point I was a little bit worried. I must admit, although the start was very good for me, I was a bit worried at this point. Purely because my left flank wasn't faring too well. And he had quite a few men left, including his archers. So I wanted just to regroup and try and get back into a better position in which I can start attacking my opponent here. So this unit is starting to break. My Alban warriors, they fought well, but they are no match for the combination of Royal Hussars and some Fagan spearmen, I think. So this militia unit here is starting to waver a little bit to my spearmen. Look at this. Look how cool my guys look. All lined up. I've got my archers firing. At this point, some of my archers did run out of ammo, so I wanted to try and see if I could take out the rest of these archers with my archers in melee mode. And I'm not sure if I do get a charge. Let's have a look. Maybe I do. Let's have a look. I do. Nice. Look at this. Oh. Let's have a look at this guy. Look at him go. So they did break as soon as I charged there. And now that unit, well, those 2 units, those Hussars and those Fagan spearmen are freed up, and now they're charging into this main battle point right here. But also on my left flank now, my units have freed up, and you'll see in a minute I'm going to charge these guys in to try and make sure my opponent has nowhere to run. And again, my Cav's still alive. I'm not sure how they're still alive at this point, but they're coming in continuously, getting in those back charges just to try and defeat the morale of my opponent. And this is where he makes a mistake. He turns his back to me, which gives me the perfect opportunity to start charging in. Look at that. And he's running. And this is what I mean where he has nowhere to go. Because look, he's running straight into more units. He has nowhere to go. I've completely surrounded him. So I'm just going to sandwich him in here and start to hack away at him. I think these archers were so annoying, man. Look, I've been going after them for like the whole game, but they keep running and then coming back. Look at this. It's a rout. Our warriors flee the battle. Got some more shields coming in there. Sounds so cool. Another cav charge coming in. Just trying to break my opponent. He just won't break. Okay, so as you can see, we traded units there. I lost some... What did I lose? Some Alban Axemen. He lost some Fagan Spearmen. But that is the beginning of the end, I believe, for my enemy. Because as you can see, 5 of my units have just freed up after defeating this unit of Royal Hussars. And now I'm just charging them in to try and finish off my opponent here. Archers over here. I think they're on their last volley. Let's go take a look. Yep, there we go. Look at that. That guy didn't even fire. Oh well. Some more units have now freed up, and I'm just starting to charge them in. These bloody archers are still going. They're still going over there.
Our men run from the enemy. This is shameful.
So they are starting to rout. It is getting very, very close. I should be winning this, you know. This should have been done. This should have been over already. But sadly, it went on a bit longer than I anticipated. So I then just decided to charge everybody in. I think, you know what? Let's just get everyone stuck in and try and end this one once and for all. Here we go.
Our men have rallied.
Look at this. Oh, man. Oh, that was so cool. That was so cool. What a fight. Oh, there goes another guy. Another cav charge coming in. There we go. Look at my units routing, though. Two units routing. Well, I don't think I announced these. The Shieldtron. What are those? Those are cool. So, I'm getting a bit nervous here because I thought this battle was won. And I was like, uh-oh, he's going to win this. He's going to somehow manage to win this, even though that I've, like, managed to kill so many of his men. He's somehow going to win this. But thankfully, they do start to break. As soon as I see those, all three of those flashing, I'm like, yep, here comes the mass rout. And there we go. It starts to happen, and that is that. That is the victory for the Scots in the Highlands, I suppose you could call it. I think this battle was actually fought in one of the Scottish maps. So there we go. That is, well, that's all that's to be told. There is this one unit of javelin men left, but they will probably rout before I even get to them, or as soon as I get to them. Even I didn't realise I was that close. And there we go. They're gone. So there we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at the statistics for that battle. As you can see, I did pretty well. We deployed the exact same amount of troops. I managed to have 713 remaining, and he managed to have only 223. I got 2,117 kills. Nearly killed off his whole army, which is pretty good, if you ask me. So that is that. Another online battle for Thrones of Britannia. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video.